Hello class, today we're going over lesson 3.3, how to represent and use the percent equation. So first thing we need to talk about is what is the percent equation? Well, it's just simply an equation for us. So it tells us that we find our percent, we times that by the amount, and that's going to give us what we're asking for here. So here's an example for us. If we want to find 10% of 150, then we need to multiply 10% times 150. And of course we can see here 10% will become 0.10 because that is what 10% is as a decimal. So we'll multiply that 0.10 times 150 and that'll give us 0.15. Now this is probably something that we've been doing a lot in the past, however we're just putting a name to it now. What is that form we've been using? Well, now we're going to call it the percent equation. That's our key concepts today. Today we're going to learn about how to understand the relationship between proportional reasoning and percents. We're going to continue that from chapter 3.2. And we're also going to interpret the results of a percent equation in real life scenarios. All right, let's start with a warm-up, some problems we did yesterday. We want to find, first off, 25% of 400. So let's do this using our percent proportion that we learned yesterday. So 25 over 100 is equal to blank, or I'll write a variable here. We'll do x over 400. Now when we cross multiply, 100 times x will obviously be 100x, and 25 times 400 will give us 10,000. All right, now we got to solve for x here, so we can divide both sides by 100. Of course, we'll cancel these out here, and we get x is equal to 100. And that makes sense, right? Because what's 25% of 400? Well, what's a quarter of 400? It would only be 100, right? All right, next thing we want to find is 37 out of 40 is what percent? So I'm going to write this proportion doing p over 100 is equal to 37 over 40. So this implies that we'll cross multiply here. 40p is equal to 37 times 100, which is equal to 3,700. Now we need to divide both sides by 40, and we get that p is equal to 370 divided by 4, 92.5. P is equal to 92.5. Now what's another way we could do this? We could just do 37 divided by 40, right? And that would give us 0.925, and then we would know that that as a percent would be 92.5. So this is 92.5%. All right, last one here. Find 63% of 50. So we got 63 over 100 is equal to x over 50, or 100x is equal to 63 times 50, which is equal to 3150. Now divide both sides by 100, and we get x is equal to 31.5. So that implies that this is 31.5%. Oh, no, sorry, it was just 31.5. My bad. We weren't trying to find a percent there. Oops. There we go. All right, let's get on to some real problems, the one we were trying to learn today. All right, so a shirt that normally costs $30 is on sale for $21.75. What percentage of the regular price is the sales price? All right, let's use this doing a percent proportion here. So we have x over 100 is equal to 21.75 over 30. So what do we need to do? We got 30x is equal to 100 times 21.75 will give us 2175. Now divide both sides by 30, and we can get x is equal to 72.5. So what percent of the regular price is the sales price? It is 72.5%. All right, next question. Maria is trying to decide which one of the two winter coats she should buy. The blue coat usually costs $48, but is on sale for 25% off. And the black coat usually costs $56, but is on sale for 40% off. How much less is the sales price of the black coat than the price of the blue coat? All right, so two things we want to do here. We want to find our sales price. I'll do this in color coordinating here. I'll do sales price of blue, and we're going to have sales price of black. All right, so to find the sales price of blue, it is 25% off, and it usually costs $48. So into our percent equation, we are going to do 0.25 times 48. We are multiplying our percent times our whole, and 48 times 0.25 would give us 12. So this is $12 off, right? Because it's 25% off. So now 48 minus 12 would be equal to 36. So this shirt will cost $36. All right, now for the black shirt, we're going to do basically the same thing here. So this one is 40% off. So we are going to multiply 0.40 times 56, which will be equal to 22.4. And we'll subtract our 22.4 from that 56. And we'll get 33.6. So the black coat, so how much less is the sale price of the black coat than the blue coat? Well, what we need to do there is we need to subtract our blue coat, which is $36, minus our black coat, which is $33.6, for a grand total of $2.4. So this black coat is $2.4 less. So hopefully Maria is going to buy that black coat. Alrighty, that was that one there. Let's get on to our next question. Our garment is on sale for 35% off the regular price. If the regular price is $48.80, then what is the sales price? All right, let's do this one a little bit differently than we did the last one. So if something is on sale for 35% off, then how much of the total cost is it? Well, we'll do 100% minus 35%, which is of course 65%. So that's telling us that the cost of this shirt is 65% of the regular price. All right, so now we're going to multiply our 65%, or 0.65 times 48.80, which will give us 31.72. So it's $31.72. Let's try this another way, though. Let's try it if we would just find out what 35% of the price was. So 48.80 times 0.35 will be equal to 48.80 times 0.35 equals 17.08. And now we could subtract 48.80 minus 17.08, and that will give us, of course, 31.72. Oops, that's very hard to read 7. I apologize. Like that. All right, so notice how we got the same answer there doing two different methods, and you're welcome to use either one of these methods you prefer. But let's get on to our last question here. An item that regularly sells for $425 is marked down to $318.75. What is the discount rate? All right, so let's find out what 318.75 is as a percent here. So we'll do 318.75 divided by 425. And this is going to tell us how much, what is the percent, what is 318% of 425 here? So this will give us 0.75. So that is telling us that 318.75 is 75% of 425. But that's not the markdown rate, is it? That's how much it costs. To find the markdown rate, we need to do 100 minus 75, which is of course equal to 25. So that is telling us that this item here is 25% off. All right, so in conclusion today we learned about using the percent equation, specifically how we can use it in our problems. We also did a little bit of a review going over some proportional relationships and percent proportions. Alrighty, everybody, good luck on those 4 questions after this video. I will see you all in class tomorrow. Bye, everyone.